Today let's talk about the No Kings protests, aka absolute hypocritical nonsense. So you think, oh, Nerd Athletics is a libertarian. No kings. He's a Christian. There's only one king in Christianity, the King of Kings. Shouldn't he love that Donald Trump, who's fashioning himself as the king, the fascist take over America? He should love that. No. Simply because not only is it a Democrat AstroTurf protest, it is completely hypocritical. The people supporting it don't actually believe in the tenets they say they do. And the massive amount of normies involved are either bought and paid for or have no idea what they're doing. They're just regurgitating whatever they were programmed to say. So, as an example, from what I can tell, the things that the No Kings protests are about are the ICE raids, Trump's quote-unquote attacks on free speech, and the other thing is just in general, Trump being a fascist, taking away the rights, the quote-unquote rights of women, and a bunch of nonsense. So what's funny to me is, as an example, Tim Walz was posting about the No Kings protest. Fight the king, take him down, yes, liberty, justice for all. He was the one that not only completely pushed and supported the COVID lockdowns, but he also created a snitch hotline for it. And if it wasn't him, other politicians did, the ones that support the No Kings protest. It's nonsense. But we all know that 99% of politicians are hypocrites. Very few politicians can you find being consistent. This includes Trump, by the way. Not some MAGA cultist. Another example, as someone in my real life, this person was massive pro-mask mandate. Not just pro-mask, fine, pro-mask, that's fine. Pro-mask mandate. Not just pro-vaccine, that's fine, pro-vaccine mandate. Not just pro-staying home because you don't want to get out, get sick, you don't want to spread illness. No, pro-lockdown where everyone had to stay home. This person is also extremely anti-gun, like believing that people just shouldn't be able to get them except for the police and military. You can see where I'm going with this right now. And just in general, a big authoritarian. Oh, but the ICE raids tearing families apart. It's just funny because the things they're complaining about are, yes, there are some abuses going on, as with any government action. For example, the ICE raids, there have been American citizens detained. And yes, American citizens that weren't just interfering with the arrest, but innocent bystanders. That has happened, and ICE should be held responsible for that, and those people should be compensated. I completely agree with those things, but that's not what these people are protesting about. They don't want illegal immigrants to be deported. They don't want illegal immigrants to be deported. They want them to just get almost special treatment. They want them to get all the benefits of being in this country without following its laws. And again, I'm a libertarian, but I'm also a pragmatist. I believe that we need to be pragmatic in these things. And currently we live in a system where illegal immigrants put a ridiculous amount of strain on the citizens paying taxes, being forced to pay taxes, etc. Tax on free speech. This person I was mentioning before, they had no problem with the administration and Democrats censoring speech through pressuring social media companies, the censorship of the Hunter Biden laptop story, the COVID restrictions. No one was allowed to discuss anything against what the narrative was about COVID. Fully supported all these things. But now is crying because Jimmy Kimmel kind of went off air because of I didn't like it, but a pseudo threat about removing him from the air. These people aren't arguing for the FCC and for government to not be involved in broadcast. No, they're not arguing for that. They just want their people involved in broadcast controlling what's going on. They just don't like that Trump's people currently are involved and pushing what's going on. The right is pretty hypocritical at times, but right now it's just the left is just beyond hypocritical. Like, they're just insane. The only people that can truly be part of a No Kings protest would be principled libertarians. And not the Big L Libertarian Party, which is essentially been infiltrated by leftists, but like Mises-style libertarians. And or even conservative libertarians, more consistently principled. Yet they can call themselves No Kings, or they can join No Kings protests, which would significantly shrink the size. But then again, this is mostly astroturfed to begin with. But yeah, this is a pretty quick one. And I just really wanted to vent about the No Kings protest and the hypocrisies that people are putting on stage for everyone to see, but no one really cares. Normies, man, they just believe whatever is told to them. If the dominant narrative became libertarian, all these people would be libertarian, or at least the dominant narrative in their algorithms, because they get caught in an algo trap. But anyway, I'm gonna go make sure my plushies are plushed. Keep talking about my plushies. My wife doesn't care. And neither do you. Don't worry, it's not loaded.